Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can run your Dataflow jobs. Let's get started. First, open your GCP console, select your project. This is my project. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is you have to search for Dataflow, open Dataflow. Okay, so my Dataflow is active right now, but you would have to make it active. Okay, when we talk about Dataflow jobs, there are two ways to create your Dataflow job, or like three ways. So you can build from here, create job from builder, or create job from template, or third is your custom job. In this video we are going to talk about how you can run your custom jobs. Okay, so this is pretty easy. You just have to use these templates. So like job name you can write, then for what you are creating, Kafka to Kafka connector or Kafka to BigQuery, these kind of, like, everything is here. Okay, so this from templates you can create or from job builder. Okay, but we are going to create our custom job. Why custom job? Because you just have to write this script and you can run it anytime, rather than creating from here. Okay, so okay, let's see like how we can run our custom job. Okay, so first I have created this data flow job. So in this job what we are doing is we have a transactional database. So it is this database. Let me show you. Cloud SQL, yeah, Cloud SQL. Okay, so this is our database. So we are going to connect with this database and extract data from it, and that data is a PII data, personally identifiable information, like email address and these kind of things. So we are going to extract PII data from this, and then we are going to encrypt that data or hash that data before loading it to BigQuery. First what we are doing is, okay, before creating this you should know how data flow works and how to create a data flow script. So that is a prerequisite you should know. So this is our main function. Then inside this we are calling this run function, and then if it is completed then we'll print our pipeline is successful. Inside this run function we have our pipeline created. Okay, first we are creating this pipeline options that we are going to use in our pipeline, and save main session, this I will tell you afterwards. This is our project ID. This is the jar path. We are going to use the JDBC connection. For that we require these jar files. Then here what we are doing is we are finding jar file is found or not at the location, and Java home is set or not, and jar path is correct or not. These things we are checking. We are doing this because when you are running your job these will give you errors most of the time. So, and now this is our JDBC URL. So by using this we are going to create a connection. In this URL we need our SQL Server IP address and what is our database name, and encryption equals to true. This is so that our data is encrypted while it is in transit. Okay, after this we have this driver class. This is required by our JDBC connection. So we are going to use SQL Server driver. And output path, we are not going to use this, so you can forget about this. Now this is our pipeline with beam pipeline options we created earlier, so we use that. First thing we are going to do is we are going to create a JDBC connection. Okay, so inside our pipeline, read from SQL Server. So read from JDBC, this will require table name, driver class, the query which it will run in our SQL Server, then our JDBC URL, our username, password, class path, And this is not required in our case because volume is very less, but when you have like GBs of data, then this is pretty much required. After this connection is successful, we'll pass this data to our de-identify function. This is beam.ParDo. So what it will do is whatever data this extracted from here, it will pass it to this de-identify function. So this de-identify function we have written here. So here yeah, we have this process function. So this will run for every row, and it will like run these function mask email, mask phone number, and extract state. Okay, so now this will create a new dictionary for the data, like patient ID, and it is hashed. Name is also hashed. Age like not required to be like hidden. Gender, okay, so we have masked the phone number and email. Okay, so this will give us the new row. Then after all of this group together, then we'll pass it to this BigQuery function, write function. So here we'll connect with our BigQuery table name we have mentioned. Method is streaming inserts, and schema is like this. Creator disposition is like if table is not there, it will create it. And write append. After your script is ready, what needs to be done is, so these are the steps. So data flow job we have created, we have activated our data flow and BigQuery service. Then next thing is creating the service account for our data flow job. We will go to our IAM. Inside IAM, we have to look for service accounts. Okay, so I have created 3 service account, one for composer. This is the one which I created for data flow. So give it the name and description. You can give permissions. Go to the permission, manage access. Then you have to give all of these roles. So we are going to connect with BigQuery. So BigQuery data owner, full access of dataset on their uh, and all of their contents. Dataflow admin is required for creating Dataflow jobs. Dataflow worker is required to, so that Dataflow can uh, communicate with its workers. So, and this is for our bucket, like so that our data flow job can access our bucket. So in our bucket, that uh, jar file is stored. Okay, so after you have created this service account, it is ready to be used. Okay, so these things you have done now. Okay, so before running our data flow job, we have to install this G Cloud in our system. So open this, then install the Google CLI according to this. After it is done, then you can open your terminal and like G Cloud in it you can write here. Okay, okay, so my account is already logged in, but if you want to log in, you can use Google Auth login. Then it will open your browser and you can log in from there. So after this is done, your Google Cloud is set up, then you can run your data flow job. Okay, so to run your data flow job, you have to create this data flow command. So in this, you have to pass your file name, which runner you are going to use, data flow runner, and project, which region it will create your resources, temporary location. So this you can create in, okay, let me show you. GCS bucket. Okay, I have created this bucket. So inside this, I have created this data flow folder. Inside data flow, I have stored drivers, scripts, and temporary location for data flow. Okay, so this location I have passed here. Okay, and staging location inside temp location for data flow. Then job name, what will be the job name? SQL Server to load to BigQuery. Number of workers, maximum number of workers, machine type, disk size. I have given like minimum specs here. Save session main. So this we are passing because we are using this external function, this de-identify. Okay, so this function would be required by all the workers to like run this function. So all the workers need this. For that we are using for that we are doing this uh, save main session. So this will replicate this function in all of the workers, and same thing we have mentioned here also, saves main session. Okay, last thing is our service account that we created. So this is the service account. This would require all the permissions to connect with the respective services. So do that. Okay, so now we can copy this. Okay, before doing this, let me show you our BigQuery table. Tables, HC healthcare, yeah, query. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, there are only 10 records right now here. Okay, so this is the table which I created. So we will be loading data here. Now, before running this, let me remove this top 10. So now this will give us all the rows instead of 10 records only. So now what we want to do is new terminal. Then okay, FYI, you can just run this script and it will work like this also. So in that case, it will require like Python runner and it will run this job in your local machine. But we want to run from Dataflow, so that's why we are passing this argument. Okay, so copy this, then paste here. Now we have submitted our Dataflow job. So jar not found. Okay, we have got the error. Let's see, jar not found. Okay, let's do what, comment this line because our jar path is of GCS bucket, so that's why I didn't find it. So yeah, I have commented this. Okay, again I have submitted. Okay, so this job is submitted. Now it will take some time to reflect here. Data flow. Okay, so in some time it will show here. So today date is 24th. Let's wait. So I have ran these jobs like these many times and I have failed these many times before running this perfectly. So I will show you like what are the errors I faced. Doing this on in our local machine would be faster because the data is less and it will run instantly. But when we are passing these jobs in Dataflow, it have to create new machines and all. Creating resources take time. Okay, so here you can see that our job is starting. Okay, if we go inside this, yeah, okay, so here you can see we this is a three-step process. Read from SQL Server, de-identify and write to BigQuery. Okay, so you can see logs from here. So okay, here we can see that the pipeline is using shuffle service with this auto VM selection is enabled, worker configuration, then executing operation. Read from this, starting our worker. Okay, so this is in progress. Once this worker is live, it will do our work in no time. Our job is finished. Okay, so our whole job is finished. Okay, so let's see on our BigQuery if we got the data or not. Okay, so we have 1010 records right now. So our data is loaded. Okay, yeah, and I forgot to show you what are all the errors I faced. Okay, so these are all the failures. Let's start from here. Okay, so in logs we can see that it failed. It was unable to open this GCS path which I have mentioned. So this kind of error you can face. Okay, temporary location it was not able to access. Yeah, after I added a GCS role to my service account, it like this error was gone. Okay, in this one, yeah, because of the JDBC driver it was failing. Okay, so in this one I was not able to create like the workers, so because of that it was failing. So these are all the errors you can face while creating your data flow jobs and submitting those. So keep that in mind. Okay, so it won't work on first try, but like I have cleared most of the things that is required, so it will be easy for you. So this is how you can run your pipelines by following these steps. Okay, so I would be making more videos like this. I would be creating this whole like the whole project on this. So you can subscribe my channel, and like I would be creating one more video where I will be teaching you guys how you can use Cloud Composer to trigger this job also. So okay, so that's all. Peace out. I will see you in next video.